What's going on, survivors? There's absolutely no doubt that the gaming fandom for Resident Evil is absolutely in love with Lady Dimitrescu. She's the star of the show. It's absolutely amazing the response that Capcom got from her. A lot of people have been cosplaying as her, doing all kinds of like fan art, and of course, with some of that comes some kind of fetish fantasization. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you're into. But one of the funniest things to come out was that a video was done by Kyle Hill. And I'll put a link in the description below so that you could see his video on this subject. He actually made a video in which the fantasy that some people have of her stepping on them, he proves why you don't want that to happen. So he does the math. There's a lot to extrapolate. There's a lot that's not really there that he kind of had to put the pieces into. So she's 9'6" or 2.9 meters tall. That's tall. So according to her BMI, she should be about 450 pounds, and that's still fit. It's just that she's a big woman. She's huge. She's tall. Now, in that, the funniest part is that Kotaku actually wrote an article basically summarizing Kyle Hill and his video and whatnot, which, I mean, they didn't need to do, but hey, it's good publicity for him. But anyway, they put this tweet out and they talk about it and, you know, how he did the math, what he came up with. They kind of get like a little too deep into his whole thing, his whole video and whatnot. And they just got absolutely destroyed in comments on Twitter. It was just funny. So, you know, if this is your fetish, if you are into being stepped on by large women, if you're into vor, whatever you're into, that's on you. It's none of my business. You do you. That's all I care about. You do you. Whatever floats your boat. But it's just funny to see Kotaku come out and write this article, and it's basically everything this man already said. What they should have done was try to be like a little bit different and say something like, you know, this is the weight of like one of her boobs, you know, or like how strong does her bra have to be to hold these mammoth mammaries in place? You know, something like that. That would have been a funny little article. They could have done some math. They could have come out with those numbers. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that the internet would have enjoyed that. They would have had fun. But they didn't. They chose to just relay this man's exact message and, in a way, kind of kink shame people. And that's where they got destroyed. With them saying, you know, you don't want this woman to step on you. Other people are like, yes, I do. No, I want her to sit on me. No, there are other options. You know, all this like real crazy stuff. But it was good. Like, a lot of these comments were so freaking hilarious. And the majority of it was about how Kotaku is out of touch with the fandom, with gaming in general, which sometimes I tend to agree with. They do come out with some hot takes that kind of make no sense. It's kind of goofy. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. Like, what do you think of Lady Dimitrescu? What do you think of Resident Evil Village coming out? Obviously, Resident Evil 8. You know, are you excited for it? Are you like, meh? Or, you know, like, what is your take on it? And what do you look forward to the most? Do you look forward to the puzzles? I know I'm into, like, the puzzles. I'm into the story. You know, or are you dying to get a glimpse and totally get involved and into this whole vampire family? I know that that's kind of like a fantasy for some people. You know, just the fact that she's a vampire. She doesn't even have to be nearly 10 feet tall. Just the fact that she's a vampire and she's a mom, she's a MILF, and she's got 3 daughters that, you know, from what I've seen, a lot of people consider them to be pretty odd as well. What is your take? I want to hear from you. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care, be safe, be good. I'll see you all in the next one. And don't forget to take a look at that other video because I love it. It was fantastic. I'll talk to you guys soon.